Houston, we don't have a problem. The space shuttle Discovery is finally in orbit and heading toward the International Space Station.
3, 2, 1, and booster ignition, liftoff, Space Shuttle Discovery.
It was supposed to launch last month, but was delayed by valve concerns and a hydrogen leak. The shuttle's commander is Bellwood resident Lee Archambault. Discovery is carrying a set of solar wings that the astronauts will install at the International Space Station. The mission will last 13 days and feature 3 spacewalks instead of the 4 that had been originally scheduled. Well, it looks like actress Lindsay Lohan will be a no-show in court today to respond to her latest arrest warrant. An attorney tells the Associated Press that she will stand in for Lohan at a Beverly Hills court hearing. The Lohan's lawyer calls the arrest warrant a misunderstanding and says the actress complied with the terms of her probation. A police spokesman said the warrant may have been issued in connection with Lohan's 2007 drunk driving arrest. Sarah Palin's teenage daughter and her ex-fiance may get back together eventually. Levi Johnston tells ABC's Good Morning America that he's not ruling out the possibility of a reunion with Bristol Palin. And actor Charlie Sheen is a father again. He and his wife Brooke Mueller Sheen gave birth to twin boys Saturday night. The children, named Max and Bob, are the couple's first. A publicist for the family said both babies and the mother are doing great. Sheen now has 5 children, including daughters Sam and Lola, with ex-wife Denise Richards and Cassandra from another relationship. Sheen and Mueller, married in May 2008. Well, Tony Award-winning actor Ron Silver has died. The 62-year-old succumbed to esophageal cancer yesterday after a 2-year battle with the disease. Silver won a Tony Award for playing a Take No Prisoners Hollywood producer in David Mamet's Speed the Plow. He was also nominated for an Emmy for a recurring role as a slick political strategist in The West Wing. And the mother of Vice President Joe Biden has been hospitalized after falling in her Delaware home. Catherine Eugenia Biden is currently receiving treatment and is listed in good spirits, according to Biden's spokesperson. The 91-year-old was admitted yesterday to the University of Pennsylvania Hospital. Biden was on stage with her son at President Barack Obama's election night rally here in Chicago. She lives in a guest house at Biden's home in suburban Wilmington.
In news across America, the wife of former Vice President Dick Cheney is out of the hospital this morning following a fainting spell. Lynn Cheney was released from a Philadelphia hospital last night. A family spokesperson says the 67-year-old went into the hospital for testing after she fainted in her hotel while visiting family. Cheney plans to return to Washington today. A bird strike forces a plane to make an emergency landing in Louisiana. Authorities say the plane struck the bird as it was taking off from Louis Armstrong Airport this morning. One of the engines was disabled, but the aircraft landed safely. An airport spokesman says none of the 191 people on board was injured. The city of Chicago will pay $2.7 million to a man who spent 27 years in prison for a rape he didn't commit. Michael Evans and Paul Terry were convicted at age 17 of the abduction, rape, and murder of 9-year-old Lisa Cabasa in 1977. Both were freed in 2003 after DNA evidence proved neither could have raped the girl. Well, yesterday, the city's finance committee agreed to pay Terry's estate $100,000 for every year he spent in prison. His lawyer says he suffered profound mental damage behind bars. Evans filed a federal lawsuit against 10 police officers for allegedly framing him, but he lost.
President Obama today asked Congress to pass his $3.6 trillion budget. He says that will spark the transformation that the country needs to stay competitive economically. He also says it will take ideas from both Democrats and Republicans to solve the nation's economic crisis.
The answers don't have to be partisan, and I welcome and encourage proposals and improvements from both Democrats and Republicans in the coming days. But the one thing I will say is this. With the magnitude of the challenges we face right now, what we need in Washington are not more political tactics. We need more good ideas.
Ireland's Prime Minister was also there today to present Obama with a traditional bowl of shamrocks in honor of St. Patrick's Day. The president also boasted of his Irish ancestry. His mother's family can be traced back to Ireland. Also, the president naming Pittsburgh Steelers owner Dan Rooney as U.S. ambassador to Ireland. 76-year-old endorsed Obama during Pennsylvania's Democratic primary. Then he campaigned for him in western Pennsylvania.